Do you understand English, but freeze when you try to speak? Do simple words disappear from your mind when you're in public? You're not alone. Many adults feel stuck. You study, you listen, you know the words. But when it's time to speak, nothing comes out. That pain is real, and it's not your fault. Most English classes teach you grammar rules, but real life is different. Real life is fast, emotional, and messy, like when you're at the supermarket and need help, but you can't find the words. That's why this video is different. Here, you will practice slowly. You will hear real English, not textbook English, in a soft voice, with clear repetition. Then, you will shadow. That means you listen and you repeat out loud with me. We practice together, at your pace, in your rhythm. So take a deep breath. You are safe here. This is your time to build confidence, step by step, sentence by sentence. Follow this channel, share this video, and practice every day. Let's begin. She stood in front of the store, her heart beat a little faster. Will they understand me? She thought. The doors were big, the lights were bright, but she took a breath. She stepped forward. One small step can change everything. You don't need to be perfect to begin. The first thing you can say is simple. Excuse me, where is the supermarket? You can say it slowly. You can say it gently. You can say it with a smile. This sentence is like a key that opens connection, a way to ask without fear. Can you try it now? Say it softly. Excuse me, where is the supermarket? When she entered, the cold air touched her face. She looked around. People walked fast. Carts rolled on the floor. But she stayed calm. Is this place open? She asked. And someone nodded. Just one sentence. But it gave her courage. Every small success gives strength. Sometimes we enter a place, but we don't know how it works. What time do you close? Is a smart question. It's helpful. It gives you control. It shows confidence. Repeat it now. What time do you close? What time do you close? You can use it in many places, the pharmacy, the bakery, even the library. If your hands are full or your bag is heavy, say, I need a shopping cart. This is a simple request, but it makes life easier. It shows you belong in the space. It says, I know what I need, and that's powerful. You are not a stranger. You are a customer, and your voice matters. Now imagine you're walking slowly. You're not buying much. You just want a few things. Try this. I just need a few things. I just need a few things. Say it like you're talking to a friend, softly, calmly. This sentence says, I am here, I know what I want, and I'm not in a rush. Sometimes just finding the way in is confusing. You look around and think, where's the entrance? Say this, I'm looking for the entrance. Practice it like a whisper, like a puzzle you are solving. English can feel like that, not something you have to master today, but something you gently explore. And what if you're holding a big bag or a backpack? Maybe you're not sure what the rule is. So you ask, can I come in with this bag? That sentence shows respect. It shows awareness. It protects you from judgment. You are not a beginner. You are a person who thinks before acting. And now you're inside. You're breathing slower. You made it through the door. You spoke. And the fear didn't win. But wait, where is the milk? That's next. Now you're inside the store. You walk slowly. You look at the signs. But sometimes it's still hard to find things. And that's okay. That's why help exists. Say it with calm. Excuse me, where is the milk? Just that. Simple. Kind. You don't need perfect grammar. You only need the courage to ask. Asking for help is not weakness. It's strength. It shows you are ready to learn. Try this one. Can you help me, please? Speak it gently. Say it again. Can you help me, please? Now smile. Even if your voice shakes, you're doing something brave. You are using English in real life. Now imagine you're near the fridge area. So many products, bottles, cheese, drinks. But where are the eggs? Say this. I'm looking for the eggs. Repeat it. I'm looking for the eggs. That's a real sentence. That's real life. That's something you might need this week, this month, forever. Sometimes the store feels like a maze. Too many aisles. You walk in circles. You feel a little lost. It's okay. Say this. Where can I find rice? Use it like a tool, not like a test. Say it with curiosity. Say it without fear. You're not wrong. You're just learning. Try this real-life question. Is the bread in aisle 5? Maybe you read a sign. Maybe you're guessing. That's fine. That's part of speaking. Trying, checking, adjusting. You can use this with any item. Is the coffee in aisle 3? Is the water in aisle 6? Now it's your turn to build the phrase. And what if you're looking for something fresh, something sweet? You can say, do you sell bananas? It's not only a question, it's an action. You're starting a dialogue. You're moving forward in English. Say it now. Do you sell bananas? Say it like you believe in yourself. Maybe you find what you want, but it's too big or too expensive. So you ask kindly, do you have this in a smaller size? This is useful in many places, not just in the supermarket, but in clothing stores, shoe shops, even online chats. It's real English. It's useful English. It's your English now. You don't have to speak fast. You don't have to speak fancy. You only need to speak. And when you do, the world answers back. You asked for help, and you received it. That's progress. And now, you're ready to choose what you want. Let's talk about quantities and making decisions. Now you're walking through the aisles. You see many options. One product, 2 brands, different colors, different prices. You pause and ask yourself, how much is this? This question is small, but it gives you power. It helps you make a choice. Say it now. How much is this? Again, how much is this? Sometimes you see a little sticker. Sale. Your eyes light up. You wonder, is this on sale? This is a great question to practice. Say it like you're talking to a friend. Is this on sale? You can use it at the store, at the market, even in a small cafe. It's a soft question, but it can save you money, and it builds fluency. Now imagine you're buying fruit, apples. You want more than one, so you ask, can I take 2? Say it again, slowly. Can I take 2? You can change the number. Can I take 3? Can I take 5? This is how English becomes personal, when you shape it to your life. And maybe today you don't need a lot. You're just shopping for yourself. So you say, I only need 1. You say it clearly. You say it calmly. 1 sentence, 1 moment of clarity. I only need 1. These small phrases are like tools in your pocket. Always ready, always useful. Now you're comparing. You hold 2 boxes in your hand. One is big, one is small. You look and say, this one is too big. Say it again. This one is too big. This helps you say no politely. It's not rude, it's smart. And it shows you know what fits your life. Sometimes it's not about the size, it's about the price. You want something simple, so you ask, do you have a cheaper brand? This is practical. This is real. This is English that helps you live, not just pass a test. And remember, asking is not shame. It's smart. Maybe you're standing there looking at 2 bottles of shampoo. They look the same. But you wonder, what's the difference between these? Say it again. What's the difference between these? This question invites explanation. It builds trust. It opens conversation. And that's the goal, to use English to connect, not just to survive. You're not just asking questions. You're making decisions. You're learning to express yourself in small but powerful ways. And soon, it's time to pay. Let's walk together to the checkout. Now you're at the front. It's your turn. You place your items on the counter. You breathe in. You feel a little nervous. That's normal, but you're ready. You say, I'm ready to pay. 1 short sentence, but it tells the world, I can do this. Say it now. I'm ready to pay. The cashier smiles and asks, credit or debit? You pause. You choose. You say, credit, or maybe debit. These 2 words are very useful. Practice them now. Credit, debit, just like that. You don't need to say much. Just the right word with calm confidence. Maybe today you're using cash. So you say, I'll pay with cash. Try it. I'll pay with cash. Now try it again with rhythm. Your voice is becoming stronger. You are using real English for real life. And every time you say it, it becomes easier. You're not reading, you're living it. Or maybe you point to your card. You say, "Can I use my card?" Say it again. "Can I use my card?" These small moments build fluency. You are not frozen. You are not silent. You are speaking, and it matters. Even this simple question is an act of courage. Then the cashier asks, "Do you need a bag?" And now it's your turn to choose. You say, "Yes, one bag, please." Or maybe, "No, I have my own bag." Try both. "Yes, one bag, please." "No, I have my own bag." These are short, but real, and they're part of your new voice. Maybe you forgot to ask for something important, a small thing, but it helps you stay organized. You say, "Can I get a receipt?" Say it clearly, like you deserve the answer, because you do. "Can I get a receipt?" Good. This is you, speaking English without fear. Now take all these small sentences and say them like a real conversation, one after another. "I'm ready to pay. Credit. Can I use my card?" "Yes, one bag, please." "Can I get a receipt?" This is fluency. Not fast, not perfect, just real and human and you. And just when you think it's over, a small problem appears. No price tag. Or maybe the item is wrong. What do you do now? You stay calm and you speak up. Let's learn how to solve small problems with kindness and clarity. Did you enjoy the content and it made a difference for you? Click on Super Thanks and support our work. You're almost done. You want to go home, but something's not right. You look at the item. You check the price. You feel confused. What now? You don't need to panic. Just say, "This doesn't have a price." Try it slowly. "This doesn't have a price." You are calm. You are clear. The cashier looks at the screen. You wait. You breathe. But something still feels wrong. So you say, "I think this is the wrong price." Say it again with kindness. "I think this is the wrong price." You are not angry. You are not afraid. You are just asking for help. And that is strong. Now imagine you changed your mind. You bought something, but it's not what you need. That's okay. You can say, "Can I return this?" This is a very helpful sentence. You don't need to explain everything. Just say it gently. "Can I return this?" You're learning to speak up, or maybe you open the bag and it's the wrong item. It happens to everyone. You feel disappointed, but don't stay silent. Say, "This is not what I wanted." That's a powerful sentence. Honest, direct, calm. Say it now. "This is not what I wanted." You are using your voice. And that's beautiful. Sometimes you realize something small. You don't need the item anymore. You say, "I don't need this anymore." Practice that. "I don't need this anymore." Maybe your plans changed. Maybe you found a better option. Either way, you're allowed to say what you need. Or maybe you picked the wrong thing. It's not what you meant to buy. It happens all the time. So say this: "I bought the wrong item." It's not shameful, it's honest. And when you say it clearly, people help you. Say it again. "I bought the wrong item." Slowly, kindly, with peace. Mistakes are part of life and part of English. When you speak, even in hard moments, you grow. You're not just learning a language. You're learning how to move through the world with confidence. You're not invisible. Your voice matters, even when something goes wrong. Now you solve the problem. You're walking again toward the exit. You feel proud. You did something small, but powerful. You're ready for the last part. Let's leave the store together with grace and clarity. You're walking to the door now. Your bag is full. Your voice is stronger. You didn't just buy things, you practiced life. Before you go, you smile and say, "Thank you for your help." Say it again now, slowly. "Thank you for your help." These words carry respect. They open hearts. The cashier smiles back. You feel seen. Not as a beginner, not as a problem, but as a person. That's what language can do. It builds bridges. So now you add, "Have a nice day." Say it with warmth. Say it like you mean it. "Have a nice day." This is simple and yet so powerful. Your shopping is finished. You check your bag. You have what you need. You feel calm. You feel proud. Say this now. That's all for today. One sentence, one finish line. That's all for today. You're ending your task and claiming your space in English. Maybe you forgot something, Or maybe you'll come back tomorrow. That's okay. Say it softly. I'll come back tomorrow. You don't need to say more. Just that. It shows intention. It shows future. It's how you build your daily fluency, not in one day, but in many. Now it's time to go. You wave to the cashier. You smile to someone near the door, and you say, "See you next time." Say it gently. See you next time. This phrase holds friendship. It says, I'm part of this world now. I belong here. And you do. Gratitude is never too much. You already said thanks. But now, one more time. A little softer. Thanks again. This phrase is light, kind, easy to say. Repeat it with feeling. Thanks again. When you say it, people remember your voice. Not perfect, but kind and real. Now it's time to leave. The final word matters. It's short. It's universal. You already know it. Bye. Say it with a small smile. Bye. Not a goodbye full of fear, but a goodbye full of presence. You came. You asked. You spoke. You are becoming fluent. Your way. Your rhythm. Let's say it all together now. Like a full goodbye conversation. Thank you for your help. Have a nice day. That's all for today. I'll come back tomorrow. See you next time. Thanks again. Bye. You did it. But this is not the end. This is only the beginning. You just practiced 50 real phrases in English. You didn't just learn, you spoke. You listened slowly. You shadowed my voice. You said the words out loud. That's how fluency begins. Now I ask you, what if you use just one of these phrases tomorrow? What if you stop waiting for perfect grammar and just speak? What if your small mistakes are not a problem, but proof that you're growing? Every time you speak English in real life, even with fear, even with doubt, you are building a new version of yourself. So go to the market, go to the bakery, go to the cafe and try. One sentence is enough. You don't need to be fluent to be brave. And remember, you are not learning alone. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Come back tomorrow. Shadow with me again. Let's keep going, step by step, until your voice feels free.